Naaalagaan mo ba ang sarili mo? Alam mo, may handang mag-alaga sa'yo. Ang InLife Healthcare. Hatid ng InLife, abot kayang health services. Natutulong sa atin na mamuhay ng malusog at iwas sakit. Para malaman ang iba't ibang produkto, click the link. Ang taong maperaan, laging handa bago pa magkasakit. Buti na lang, ang InLife Healthcare mayroong mga prepaid products para sa kahit anong edad at serbisyo. Pili ka na. Click lang ang link for more information.
Inspiration, a deeply rooted passion, an unshakable motivation, the drive to get up and move forward, the ability to rise above hardships. But inspiration that once was around may now be hard to find. Businesses will never be the same again. We know that. And your customers do too. But what they don't know is, this isn't all there is. We hope to inspire you to look beyond the heartaches, challenges, failures, broken dreams, beyond the norm, beyond the expected, beyond where you've already been, beyond fiber. We want to inspire you to keep dreaming, to redefine what your new normal looks like, to go beyond limits with abilities that you could have. From managed equipment, business applications, brick-and-mortar solutions, online and e-commerce platforms, cybersecurity and IT support, and so much more. The best part? Inspiration begins at only 2,500 pesos a month. All bundled together with our fastest fiber optic network. There's so much more in store for you. You just need to find inspiration to look beyond. Beyond fiber.
For a better tomorrow, you have to keep going. Even in uncertain times, even when times get hard. You have to rise above the challenges. And you don't have to do it alone. BPI Business Banking is your partner in every step of the journey.
At BPI Business Banking, we pay attention to your needs,
making sure that you have the support needed as you build, rebuild, and grow your business.
Everything that is essential for you to manage more than just your money. We are not just supporting businesses. We build partnerships and lasting relationships. We want to empower you to succeed with relevant business solutions, such as fast and easy digital loan application processes, tailor-fit loan packages for your sustainable recovery and growth, and convenient digital banking that you can access anytime, anywhere. We are committed to realizing your dreams and aspirations together. Dare to go above and beyond. Turn your possibilities into reality. With BPI Business Banking, you have the right partner to make the difference. And we're right here behind you in every step of the way. BPI Business Banking, your partner in growth.
The Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the voice of Philippine business. Established by a dynamic group of individuals with strong leadership presence and passion for business and economic development. An influential alliance of business leaders providing policy directions to government and ensuring sustained economic development. This is the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry. After more than a century, the Chamber continues to chart the course of economic development in the country. Lending its voice to the government, PCCI continues to be at the forefront to influence public policies in the areas of agriculture and food security, banking and finance, capital market development, energy and power, water utilities, environment, formal and technical vocational education, infrastructure development, intellectual property and innovation, international trade, local economic development, taxation, SME support services, tourism, and transportation and logistics. Covering business comprehensively to ensure the business expansion and country's future growth and progression through its partnership with the government, local chambers, and other stakeholders. The Philippine Business Conference and Expo is the most important annual activity of the PCCI and one of the most prestigious events in the country. Local and foreign companies wanting to establish new ventures or seeking new markets find it highly attractive to attend due to the many benefits it offers. Every year, more than 800 stakeholders attend the conference, composed of key government officials, business leaders, diplomatic corps, foreign chambers, multilateral donor agencies, PCCI corporate members, bilateral business councils, local chamber and industry association leaders. With resourcefulness, ingenuity, collective ideas, and strength, the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry remains steadfast in its principles of business growth and development. Pioneering, innovating, and trailblazing. The Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry will remain as that, one voice of business in the country.
FranCorp has completed full franchise development program of over 3,000 businesses worldwide and assisted 10,000 companies at various stages of their expansion, creating successful power brands that have become today's movers and shakers of the franchise industry. FranCorp continues to help businesses grow from one to many. FranCorp.
A pleasant morning, everyone. Welcome to the formal launch of the NxtGen in Franchising Philippines 2022, organized by the Philippine Franchise Association and powered by FranCorp Philippines. I am Don Sinita, President of Citrazon, and I will be your host for this morning. Your virtual presence today signifies your strong and overwhelming support to PFA. We also would like to greet our friends and colleagues who are watching at the NxtGen in Franchising Facebook live streaming. Before we start, we would like to share a few reminders. Thank you, everyone. Before we formally begin the launch, let us begin with a prayer to be followed by the national anthem.
Almighty God and Heavenly Father, we come to you today asking for your guidance, wisdom, knowledge, and grace as we formally launch the NxtGen Enfranchising Philippines 2022 competition. As we gather today, we give you all our praise and honor. We humbly pray that you bless this activity, that it may serve as an avenue for entrepreneurs to reach their dreams. We also pray, O Lord, that you may take what we have prepared today and multiply our efforts in serving you and steer our intentions to align with your righteous will for the good of our community. May you keep us safe and guard our hearts and minds with your love as our guiding light for all we set out to accomplish and celebrate today. All this we pray, trusting in your benevolence and mercy. Amen.
Once again, good morning. I know everyone is excited and is ready for the formal launch of the NxtGen in Franchising Philippines 2022 competition, organized by the Philippine Franchise Association and powered by FranCorp Philippines. So let's get things started. To formally kickstart our program, it is my honor and privilege to introduce this morning a multi-awarded entrepreneur and business leader to give us an inspirational message. She is currently the chair of the Philippine Franchise Association and also sits as a director for MSME Homegrown Franchises. More notably, she is the founding president of Rice Plus Plus Solutions, the #1 maker of 100% natural rice brand-based wellness and beauty products in the Philippines. As a successful Filipino entrepreneur, she has been bestowed with a number of international awards, such as the ASEAN Business Awards for Healthcare, the first ever Filipino recognized as a 32nd Asia Pacific Women Entrepreneur by the Confederation of Asia Pacific Chambers of Commerce and Industry in Istanbul, Turkey, and one of the Filipino Women's Network's most influential Filipina in the world in 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now welcome the chair of the Philippine Franchise Association, an inspiration and a true example of tenacity, Ms. Cheryl Quintana, CFE.
Thank you so much, Don, for that very kind introduction. Good morning, everyone. Before I begin, allow me to thank all of you for being here today. Your overwhelming support means so much to us. Of course, we would like to acknowledge the presence of Yusek Bless Lantayona of the DTI Regional Operations Group, Mr. George Barcelon of PCCI, Presidential Advisor Joey Concepcion, and Ms. Merly Cruz of PCE Go Negosyo. Also would like to acknowledge Consul Nina Mangyo and Ma'am Bing Sibalim Hoko is here also, PFA President Mr. Chris Lim, and the rest of the Philippine Franchise Association Board of Trustees and officers. The past 2 years have been a roller coaster for all of us. We have seen and been trying to pivot and adapt to the constant change that was thrown to us by the circumstances brought about by the pandemic. While some of us lost chances that we have been hoping for, many others gained during the time of during these hard times. And we've been hoping for many others to gain better opportunities. And as we now gear towards economic recovery, let us now forget let us not forget the lessons that we have learned during these past 2 years. Let us all remain to be steadfast and ready for the future. PFA throughout the pandemic remained resilient. In fact, we have broken several proverbial glass ceilings during these times. We have been braving events and activities that we launched during the pandemic, like the very successful Franchisee Summit and well-attended e-Kapihan and the virtual expo. And of course, the conference that we had, the virtual conference last year. We took the challenge and saw an opportunity. We worked hard with what we had and we made it better. We did not stop making sure that our members and the rest of the franchising industry have enough help and support in their journey during these hard times. With the new leadership, we are proud to say, during the new leadership of PFA President Mr. Chris Lim, we are proud to say that we are ready, armed, of course, of the trust that the PFA members and the support, the staunch support of partners, and more positive than before, that we can sail through the future. And of course, we would like to look forward to our mission to promoting franchising as a powerful tool for developing its intrinsic benefits to create thousands of businesses and millions of jobs. This is one of the reasons why we are here this morning to discover more MSMEs and help them in their journey towards growth and success. As an entrepreneur myself who started small, I can confidently share with you that nothing is impossible. In fact, I was able to have the tipping point because of franchising. Through the knowledge and opportunities that you will have through the NxtGen in franchising, your dream of becoming the next big brand can become a reality. So I encourage you all to grab the chance and take the risk. Who knows, you may be the next big franchise leader. Maraming salamat at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thanks so much, Ms. Cheryl. It is indeed inspiring to know that MSMEs like us can reach our goals. To welcome everyone today, allow me to introduce a distinguished business leader. He is the CEO of FranCorp of Philippines, the Philippines' largest franchise development consultancy, and holds the top position of several other companies, including U Franchise and Action Coach Philippines. A multi-awarded marketer, he is also a co-author of the 12 Strategies of Franchising, the first franchising book featuring 25 Filipino franchise brands. He graduated with distinction honors in strategy and innovation from Oxford University and spent over a decade growing brands globally as Senior Global Brand Manager for Unilever. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now welcome with a warm virtual round of applause the President of PFA, Mr. Chris Lim, CFP.
Thanks a lot for that, Don. Well, I think good morning to everyone. First of all, allow me to thank PFA Chairman Cheryl Quintana for that very inspiring message. Second, I'd also like to acknowledge again Yusek Blesilia Lantayona of the DTI-ROG for accepting our invite to be this year's overall chair for NxtGen in franchising. Thank you so much, Yusek Bless, and of course to all the regional directors and provincial directors here for your trust and support. Thank you. With your help, we will continue to take the NxtGen to the next level. Third, I'd like to acknowledge the hardworking and dedicated NxtGen committee, led by our overall chair, Mr. Joel Tugare of Cool Air Consolidated, all our PFA area directors, Sea Oils, Mr. Glenn Yu, LTNGs, Mr. Mark Soliman, Desert Factories, Mr. Kenneth Lim, and Phoenix Petroleum's Mr. Henry Fadulion. Likewise, to the PFA Board of Trustees and Officers, as well as the committee members for your insights, ideas, and encouragement. We've been working on this program for the past few months, and I'm overwhelmed by the excitement, the optimism everyone has been sharing in every meeting. This is just the beginning. And we have so many partners who are here with us today supporting this. And I thank you for being on board and helping us exceed the goals of this program. To those who may not be aware, we started this program about 7 years ago to help identify and accelerate the growth of Philippine MSME brands. We believe that by expanding the reach and the opportunities of the NxtGen in franchising, we'd be able to help more entrepreneurs across the Philippines. Now, when a lot of people hear about franchising and about NxtGen, iniisip nila, they think it's just for big players like Jollibee and Potato Corner. But to everyone here today and through our live stream, I want to make it clear that this competition is about micro and small businesses. Those who have 1 to 5 branches, but have that dream to be 100 or 1,000 branches. It's not for the PFA members. It's for those future PFA members, those future franchisors who can be the next Jollibee, who can be the next Potato Corner. And thanks as well to USEC Bless's support, and of course the DTI regional and provincial directors, I'm proud to say that this is truly a nationwide campaign. As Joel will share later, we will find finalists from NCR, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, who we will then bring to compete in the national competition. So we give access to micro and small businesses across the Philippines. I'm heartened to know that the NxtGen winners and finalists from the last years have started to scale up and really live to the title of being NxtGen, and we'll hear from them later on. Brands such as Bang Bang Bangus, who only opened their business during the pandemic. So it's just a 2-year-old business. Now they have about 60 plus stores. We have What's Your Flan, who was just a home-based leche flan business, now has hundreds of franchisees, not only in the Philippines, but around the world. In fact, they just opened in Canada last month. We have our 28th winner, The Lost Bread, who's part of our committee, who continues to expand their store network, but also innovate and create new concepts, while securing as well partnerships with various well-known brands. So we see that this NxtGen in program really gives benefits, and we want to expand those benefits to more micro and small businesses across the Philippines. With everyone's help today, we will continue to find and support these innovative, hardworking entrepreneurs so that we can create more global Filipino franchise brands. Having said that, it's with great pride to welcome all of you today to the official launch of the 2022 NxtGen in franchising. Stay tuned and let's enjoy the rest of the program.
Thank you so much, President Chris, for warmly welcoming everyone. We just heard 2 exemplary leaders from the franchising industry, and I am sure that we are all very inspired and eager to hear more. To give us the opening remarks, it is my pleasure to introduce a respected DTI official who holds an MBA degree in International Business from École Européenne des Affaires in Paris, France. Her career in the civil service started in NEDA, Region 11, then moved to DTI in various technical positions, eventually rising as a provincial director and then assistant regional director and then regional director. In September 2019, she was appointed as a supervising undersecretary of the DTI Regional Operations Group in charge of the 16 regional offices, 81 provincial offices, and the Bureau of Small Micro Enterprise Development. Prior to this, she was its assistant secretary in charge of Kapatid Mentor Me, Shared Services Facilities, Industry Cluster Enhancement Program, and the Great Women Project 2, among others. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all give a hearty, warm round of applause to the Undersecretary of the Regional Operations Group of the Department of Trade and Industry and the overall chair of the NxtGen in Franchising Philippines Annual Search 2022, Undersecretary Blesila A. Lantayona.
To the country's pioneering franchising association, the Philippine Franchise Association, headed by its president, Mr. Chris Lim, and chairperson, Ms. Cheryl Quintana. To this year's overall chairperson for the NxtGen in Franchising Philippines Committee, Mr. Joel Ryan Tugade. Colleagues from the Department of Trade and Industry, especially our regional directors, assistant regional directors, and provincial directors nationwide, to our MSMEs, franchisors, franchisees, guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. At the outset, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to the Philippine Franchise Association for partnering with the Department of Trade and Industry for this year's nationwide search for the next gen in franchising Philippines. When PFA, headed by no less than President Chris Lim, oriented me and my team on the objectives, mechanics, and what awaits the finalists and the winners of the search, we got so fired up that we decided to invite PFA to guest in the DTI-sponsored teleradyo program called The Negosyo at Iba Pa, aired over DZRH to promote the search. And the story of Mr. Michael Canlas of Bang Bang Special Crispy Bangus, winner of last year's NxtGen in Franchising Search. A pandemic baby truly inspired our viewers and listeners, including the program hosts, Kuya Angel Palmones and myself. It is a reality that the pandemic has changed our lives. COVID-19 wrecked what would have been smooth sailing heading to 2020. The widespread devastation brought about by the pandemic resulted in a record-breaking drop of 9.5% in our gross domestic product. The MSME sector is one of the hardest hit, and our MSMEs were faced with a challenge to look for ways to bounce back and rebuild. At this point in our COVID-19 journey, we are optimistic that the time to bounce back has come now that the economy is slowly opening up. The franchising industry has proven to be a major economic growth catalyst, and we in the DTI see the industry as a formidable partner in nation building, especially in generating job opportunities for the Filipinos and boosting growth in consumption. Bang Bang Bangus and many other industry players, big or small, clearly demonstrated that the industry plays a crucial role in sustaining the country's economy. Thus, we commit to support PFA in whatever way we can based on our mandate. For this year's search for NxtGen in franchising, we have accepted a challenge to head the Board of Judges in selecting the 4 area winners who will compete for the National Grand Prize. And we also commit to support the marketing and promotion of the competition in order to generate as many entries as possible from the regions and provinces. The DTI regional and provincial offices, including our more than 1,300 negosyo centers nationwide, will therefore actively promote the search. Sa puntong ito, hinihikayat ko ang lahat ng DTI regional and provincial offices na magrekomenda ng kanya-kanyang pambatong MSMEs na lumahok sa NxtGen in franchising competition. Ganon din sa mga interesadong franchisors and potential franchisors, ito na ang pagkakataon na maipamalas ninyo ang inyong kakaibang konsepto sa negosyo. Huwag palampasin ang pagkakataong ito. Apply now in the NxtGen in franchising. Once again, maraming salamat PFA.
Thank you very much, Yusek Bless, for that very heartwarming message and for encouraging all entrepreneurs to grab this wonderful opportunity that the Next Gen in Franchising Philippines is offering. Now we are at one of the most awaited parts of this morning's launch. To give the overview of the Next Gen in Franchising Philippines, allow me to introduce a dedicated leader. He is the Managing Director of Cool Air Consolidated Incorporated, the Philippines' largest and most widely used truck refrigeration and cold storage company serving Filipino businesses and entrepreneurs for the last 53 years. He is an active member of various organizations, including the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, where he sits as chairman of the Committee on the UN Sustainable Development Goals. In pursuit of efficient public and private sector engagement and resource management in support of the SDGs. He is also a pioneer member of the NEDA Stakeholder Chamber of the UN Sustainable Development Goals and a member of the Technical Working Group of the UNDP Joint SDG Fund. He is an alumnus of LaSalle Green Hills, Ateneo de Manila University, and Asian Institute of Management. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give it up for the overall chair of the Next Gen in Franchising Philippines Committee, Mr. Joel Ryan Togado.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge PFA Chairman Ms. Cheryl Quintana for that very inspiring message. You have definitely set the tone for this morning. PFA President Mr. Chris Lim, thank you for welcoming everyone and for sharing the wonderful journey that we had in planning the program and annual competition. Of course, to our DTI ROG USEC Blasila Lantayona, our Next Gen in Franchising 2022 Search Chair, thank you for motivating us with your kind words and for encouraging the regional and provincial directors to nominate and promote the competition to their respective areas and pushing MSMEs nationwide to participate in this competition. To our Next Gen Committee, the PFA Area Directors, and the PFA Board of Trustees and Officers, I would like to express our sincerest gratitude for the unwavering trust and steadfast support that all of you have given since day one. As mentioned by PFA President Chris, the Next Gen in Franchising is part of the advocacy pillar of the PFA, which aims to uphold the consistent growth of the franchise sector in order to continue creating thousands of entrepreneurs and millions of jobs. The Next Gen in Franchising program has the following objectives: to discover fresh and highly franchisable MSME entrepreneurs nationwide, and to create a talent pipeline for future franchise brands by engaging and educating the next generation of MSMEs on the benefits of franchising. With those objectives in mind, we have curated the following projects under Next Gen in Franchising program. The first is the annual competition, which will be our way to reach out to and discover MSMEs that are highly franchisable. And the second is a Next Gen Accelerator program, which will be our tool to equip the next generation of entrepreneurs to the various training, coaching, and mentoring programs that we have all lined up. Exciting, right? So now you may wonder, is your business qualified to apply for the Next Gen in Franchising Philippines annual competition? Well, we have simplified the qualifications to only two. One, the business must be a Philippine registered company. And two, it must have 1 to 5 outlets. Yes, that's it. For the criteria, there would be 3. 1 is originality and creativity. 2 is the quality of presentation materials. And the third and the most important criterion is the potential to grow the concept via franchising. What's at stake? This year, we have made the prizes bigger and better. For the grand winner, a franchise development program worth 1 million pesos from FanCorp, training and coaching from industry leaders and experts, and recognition in Asia's largest franchise show, Franchise Asia Philippines 2022. However, as mentioned earlier, we have expanded the reach and the opportunities for all our aspirants this year. With that said, we are excited to announce that for this year, there will not only be one grand winner, but 4 winners for each area, representing NCR, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, who will individually be recognized as they go for the much coveted grand spot to be decided at the Franchise Asia Philippines Conference. With a goal to be as inclusive as possible, through USEC Bless and the entire DTI ROG, along with our partner organizations, we are very optimistic that entrepreneurs from all the regions in the Philippines will have an equal fighting chance to join this competition. But that's not all. Aside from the grand winner and the 4 area winners, we will also be giving 3 special awards under different categories. So there are more chances for this year. With a wide range of scope that we are aiming for, I know that you are curious to know the process of how the grand winner will be selected. So let me walk you through the process. First is the prospecting phase, or the application and nomination. If you have a business that fits the eligibility requirements, then don't think twice and apply. You may download the application form or directly fill out the online application link, both found on the website. If you don't have a business, but is an avid customer of one, you may nominate the business that you think could be the next NxtGen winner. You may download the nomination form or directly fill out the online nomination link, both found on the website as well. All nominated businesses will be informed by the Secretariat and will be asked if they are willing to proceed with the application. The second phase is filtering. The Secretariat will be going through all the applications to sort the origin of the business. Thereafter, they will dutifully check if the submitted application forms meet the eligibility requirements. Our third phase is shortlisting. All qualified entries will be forwarded to the NxtGen area directors, where 10 shortlisted applicants from each area will be chosen. The shortlisting process will be determined by the criteria I have explained earlier. The fourth phase is screening. The 40 shortlisted entries, a combination of entries from NCR, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, will then be forwarded to the NxtGen Screening Committee, where 5 finalists from each area will be chosen. The fifth phase is judging. The 20 finalists, all from the 4 areas, will now be asked to present before the NxtGen Board of Judges their business concept. After all the presentations have been made and all clarifications have been settled, the judges will now determine one winner from each area. And let me just excite all of you. The 4 area winners are actually winners in their own right, and the prizes that they'll be receiving are already opportunities in themselves. The final phase is a pitching process, which all of you may be familiar with. The 4 area winners will now pitch their business concepts to a huge crowd of experts, leaders, and entrepreneurs to the Franchise Asia Philippines Conference. They will be given 2 minutes to convince everyone why their business deserves to be the NxtGen in Franchising 2022 Grand Winner. With a thorough process, you'll be working on a timeline of now to August, with all applications welcome and are accepted until June 30th, 2022. Filtering will happen as applications come in. The 40 shortlisted entries will be decided by the middle of July. The top 20 entries will be screened by the end of July, and the judging will take place by the end of August. The 4 area winners will have the chance to participate in a coaching session by the middle of September, with the final pitching and awarding of the Grand National Winner on the 3rd week of September. This is where the first leg of NxtGen, the annual search, ends, and the more critical leg begins. From October 2022 to February 2023, our finalists and winners will then have their training, mentoring, and coaching with our NxtGen Accelerator partners. The NxtGen in Franchising Philippines winners finalists, and even short-listed entries will definitely have their calendars full. In effect, each entry is deemed a winner through the provision of a solid, year-long curriculum that establishes foundational assistance for franchising, operational reinforcement through training, and market access through exposure to experts and participation in the country's largest franchising exhibition this October. NxtGen therefore assures access to capital opportunity, training, and visibility. Be one with us as we encourage all today to join us in this revamped and revitalized NxtGen program and not only make a difference in the lives of new and aspiring enterprises, the future rock stars of Philippine franchising, but contribute to greater and wider SME development and growth. Having presented all these, allow me to acknowledge our partners. Let me start with our silver partner, Samgyup Masarap, and our bronze partner, Cool Air Consolidated Incorporated. Thank you to our event partners, DTI Regional Operations Group, the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Go Negosyo, and the Hotel and Restaurant Association of the Philippines. Thank you to our NxtGen Accelerator Program partners, Frankcorp, Man Smith & Fielders, Action Coach Philippines, Continuum Academy, and PricewaterhouseCoopers. And of course, much thanks to our creative partner, Blue Thumb, who has come on board NxtGen to give our new program a new and fresh look. On behalf of the PFA Board of Trustees and Officers and the NxtGen and Franchising Committee, please accept our heartfelt gratitude for your invaluable trust and support to NxtGen and Franchising Philippines 2022. You have fueled our drive to proceed with this vision of enhancing this program into not just a search, but a capacity-building instrument and growth catalyst. I know all of you are ecstatic for what's next, so without further ado, I give the floor back to our event hosts. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Joel, for that very comprehensive overview of the NxtGen in Franchising Philippines. I am very positive that many entrepreneurs, especially the MSMEs, will be interested to join. The prizes, and especially the NxtGen Accelerator program, are definitely game changers. Now, for all entrepreneurs who are still thinking twice if they should join, let's watch these video testimonials from our previous winners.
Mabuhay! I'm Maui Conferido, CEO and founder of Hello Gorgeous, and your NxtGen in Franchising Philippines 2019 Grand Winner. When I started Hello Gorgeous, I told myself that I wanted it to be big. I told myself that I wanted it to have a lot of brick and mortar stores, but for me to be able to do that, I should have a good business plan and I should have a good franchise plan. Luckily, NxtGen Franchising was looking for businesses to present their business. So I sent my company profile and I got chosen to be part of the top 3 finalists, and I won the competition in 2019. So the best thing that ever happened to me after joining the competitions was being sent to the States and joined the International Franchising Association conference. There I was able to present my company profile in front of the CEO of Dunkin' Donut and the CEO of Fitness First. And they said that they were impressed about the presentation and they think that the company is ready to upscale in an international level. So I've been living in America for almost a year now and working on expanding the business. So we've been joining bazaars and present at some e-commerce platforms here in the States. And it really helped me a lot to build a lot of connections when it comes to expanding the business in an international level. So if you want to be the next franchise leader, join the NxtGen in Franchising Philippines Competition 2022.
Hi, I am Mary Hannah Ramos, owner of Chismosa, winner of NxtGen in Franchising Philippines 2020. Prior to joining NxtGen competition, I was really not that confident to offer the concept to potential franchisees. Natatakot ako na baka malugi yung negosyo nila and baka ako yung masisi as a franchisor of the concept. Because of that, hindi talaga kami nakapag-open ng maraming stores. At that time, I was more focused on opening company-owned stores. So, mas marami yung company-owned compared to mga stores na franchise. So, I joined the NxtGen competition last March 2020. I joined because I wanted to know if my concept is highly franchisable and has the potential to expand overseas. Kasi yun naman ang goal ng NxtGen competition. Ang isa pang reason is because I know I will be presenting my concept to panelists na talagang bihasa na sa franchising and gusto ko na matulungan din nila yung concept ko na makapag-expand. And of course, winning din the competition talaga is very, very fulfilling for me. And because of that, nagkaroon ako ng confidence na i-offer pa yung concept namin sa mga potential franchisees. Nagpaplano na rin kami na i-expand yung business and makapag-open ng 100 branches before mag-end yung 2022. So, because of joining this competition and winning this competition, yung takot ko before na i-offer yung concept sa mga potential franchisees parang nawala because I am now more confident to offer them the concept because I won this competition. Be the NxtGen franchising leader. Join the NxtGen in Franchising Philippines 2022 competition.
Hi, I'm Mike Canlas, the founder and CEO of Bang Bang Special Crispy Bangus, winner of NxtGen in Franchising Philippines 2021. To tell you honestly, nung nag-join kami in NxtGen, medyo kinabahan ako. Kasi syempre, first time namin mag-join ng ganitong competition. Tapos alam ko, yung makakalaban namin is mga may negosyo rin. And to tell you honestly, hindi rin ako nakapagtapos ng business course. I'm a communication arts graduate. And first time lang namin nag-business regarding sa food. So, ayun, medyo nakakaba siya. And yun siguro yung mga challenge na nakikita ko yung when we joined the competition. Actually, we joined NxtGen kasi napakalaking opportunity to sa amin. As a startup, ito yung magbibigay sa amin ng boost sa negosyo. Mas makikilala pa kami ng tao, and mas mamamarket pa namin yung brand namin. So napakalaking tulong talaga itong NxtGen if mananalo kami. So experience in NxtGen, syempre round 1 pa lang, dahil gusto naming manalo, talagang todong ginalingan na namin. Nagpasa kami lahat ng requirements, and ang una kasing requirements in video eh. So talagang inayos na namin ito ng sobra para makalusot kami sa round 2. Then round 2, parang nung natanggap kami sa round 2, sobrang tuwa na namin. Parang feeling namin nanalo na talaga kami kasi first time namin sumali sa isang competition na ganito eh. So makalusot ka sa round 2, sobrang okay na talaga. Then after nun, nag-present kami sa mga panel of judges, and ito talaga, sobrang nakakakaba. Kasi sila yung mga sikat na CEO, sikat na mga may-ari ng mga brands na magpe-present ka sa kanila. So, sa akin, sobrang siyang nakakakaba, and talagang kailangan namin mag-rehearse during the presentation na talagang kailangan namin 100% ayusin yung presentation namin para sa mga judges. At eto na nga, pumasok na kami sa finals. Nung pumasok kami sa finals, feeling namin parang nanalo na rin kami. Manalo, matalo, okay lang. Kasi pumasok kami sa finals. So talaga lahat kami nagsiselebrate na. Kasi nga, finals na to eh. At sa dami-dami nag-apply, isa kami sa top 3. So, sa akin malaking achievement na yun. And, yun na nga, dahil na nakapasok kami sa finals, binigyan kami ng mga mentors. At sobrang nagpapasalamat ako sa mga mentors ko, sila Miss Yvette and si Sir Joel dahil hindi lang pagdating sa competition kanila tuturuan. After the competition, nandyan din sila para tulungan ka sa business. So, ito na yung big stage. And, luckily, in-announce kami as Grand Champion ng NxtGen in Franchise Philippines 2021. And after that, buong office nag-celebrate, nagbubusina sila sa labas. And naririnig ko kahit kasabihin nasa isang kwarto lang ako, pero naririnig ko yung celebration nila sa baba. And after nun, after the competition, talagang yung opportunity na binigay ng NxtGen is napakalaki. Sumabog yung Facebook page namin. Ang daming nag-inquire, mga franchisee na gusto mag-franchise ng bang-bang, mga taong hindi pa nakakatikim ng bang-bang na gusto nilang matikman. Yung opportunity na binigay ng NxtGen is napakalaki sa aming business kasi nag-start kami, sumali sa competition, meron lang kaming 30 plus branch. And every round ng competition, nadadagdagan kami ng mga stores na binubuksan. And as of today, from 30 plus branch, ngayon, we have 70 plus branches. And because of NxtGen, tumaas ang confidence ko as a businessman. Kumbaga parang nire-recognize ka ng mga big companies in the industry. And nung nag-start kami, before kami sumali sa NxtGen, nasa Luzon lang kami. And ngayon, nasa Visayas na rin kami, and nasa Mindanao na. Be the NxtGen franchise leader. Join the NxtGen in Franchising 2022 competition.
Wow, it's really nice to know how our previous winners have come a long way since they won. I can vividly remember the judging days of these brands, and they really deserve to be winners. We would like to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Josiah Go of Man Smith and Fielders, Dr. Bing Sibal Limhoco, Ms. Jopin Romero of PCE Go Negosyo, and Engineer Juan Escueta of PCCI, and the DTI regional and provincial directors from Samar, La Union, Cavite, Aklan, Biliran, Iloilo, Region 6, SICAR, PNG, and Ifugao. Moving forward, I'm excited to show everyone the NxtGen in Franchising teaser video. Wow, very exciting indeed. And now, to formally declare the opening of the NxtGen in Franchising Philippines, I once again call the PFA Chair, Ms. Cheryl Quintana, and PFA President, Mr. Chris Lim.
Chris, we now declare the NxtGen in Franchising Philippines
competition
Annual Search 2022 officially
now open. So welcome to everyone. The competition is now open, so we can accept nominations from around the Philippines. Congratulations to everyone, and thank you very much.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Next Gen in Franchising Philippines is now officially open. To commemorate this morning's event, may we ask everyone here in Zoom to turn on your camera for a group photo. May I call on our PFA Secretariat, Kat, to assist us in the group photo?
Yes, good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Let's just wait for the others to turn on their cameras. Few more seconds. All right. Let's all smile for the camera, everyone. 1, 2, 3, smile. All right, we'll have one more. 1, 2, 3, and smile. There you have it. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone. This morning's program was indeed full and exciting. To know more about the Next Gen in Franchising Philippines, you may visit the website at www.philippinefranchiseassociation.com/nextgeninfranchisingph or the official Facebook page at NextGenInFranchisingPH. The Next Gen in Franchising Philippines 2022 competition, organized by the Philippine Franchise Association and powered by Francor Philippines, would like to acknowledge its partners. Silver partner, Samgyup Masarap. Bronze partner, Cooler Consolidated Incorporated. Event partners, DTI Regional Operations Group, the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Go Negosyo, and the Hotel and Restaurant Association of the Philippines. Our Next Gen Accelerator program partners, Man Smith and Fielders Incorporated, Action Coach Philippines, Continuum Academy Incorporated, and PricewaterhouseCoopers. And our creative partner, Blue Thumb. That's it for us this morning. Once again, I am Don Sinita of Citrazon. Thank you all for coming. Stay safe and have a great day ahead.
Thank you.